What's going on, folks? Without further ado, it's the unboxing of the Galaxy S6 Edge. I have the 64 gig variant right here in front of me. I'm very excited to get my hands on this phone finally. I did have to wait a day after launch to get my hands on one due to my upgrading capability. So without further ado, let's get into this bad boy. Let's take a look at the presentation. The box is a off-white type of box, nothing special. Samsung usually used to have this wood grain type of box, but they decided to keep it simple and go with this off-white box. It's 4G LTE capable, 64-bit octa-core processor, 5.1 quad HD Super AMOLED display, 16 megapixel rear-facing camera with OIS, a 5 megapixel front-facing camera, wireless charging that works with both standards, Samsung Knox. I did purchase the 64 gig variant. It will run you an additional $100 on T-Mobile to purchase the 64 gig. So before you decide whether you're going to go with the base model, which is 32 gigs, or bump it up for memory, they do offer you out the box free 2-year subscription to Microsoft OneDrive storage. So you get 100 gigs of storage. So if you want the gigabytes just in regards to pictures and saving documents of that sort, I would say save your money. Go use the 100 gigs of OneDrive storage. You get it for 2 years, and most people won't hold on to this phone longer than 2 years. And it comes with Android out the box, which is the newest variant, which is Lollipop. So before I open that up, I just figured I wanted to show you guys this as well. I got this at the store when I went to purchase the phone. You have, I don't know if it's just Samsung altogether with every carrier, which I believe so, but Samsung is offering you 1 year free subscription to Netflix. So that's $100 value. My concern is that I'm already a subscriber to Netflix. This might be just for new customers, but it's open to existing customers as well. So if you have Netflix, they'll honor this and give you $100, and they probably won't charge you for 1 year, and that's a great value. So when you're thinking about spending the money on the phone, just think about that. Okay, without further ado, let's dig into this bad boy. I have to admit, when I went to the store, the woman at the store thought I was a newbie, so she actually took the wrapper off the phone itself to insert the SIM card. I was very upset about that, but she did do that. So this is an unboxing. I did have the opportunity to play with the phone a little bit today, so I could kind of make this video and show you guys some of the highlights of the phone. This is new to me. I'm also new to Lollipop as well. So I'll be making a full review in the next few weeks. Okay, let's take a look at the hardware of the phone. Beautiful edge, wraparound edges on both sides. You have this super thin bezel right here. This bezel is so thin over here. It's actually, some people say it's sharp. I don't have an issue with it. But what this bezel here does, it gives you the illusion. It tricks your brain into believing the phone is a lot thinner than it is because it's just so thin. And because of this thin bezel, they did have to put the SIM card tray right on the top over there. So you have your volume up and down rockers on the bottom, which is very iPhone-esque. You have your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, your USB port. You have your microphone here and your speaker grill. On this side of the phone, you have your power button, and on the top you have you have one other microphone and an IR blaster. On the back, you have your 16 megapixel camera with OIS and your heart rate monitor. That's it. It's very nice. It's a very beautiful phone. So let's move that to the side. Get into the rest of the box. You have your typical, books and stuff, all the things that you never really look at, and your welcome guide and all that. Place that to the side. You also have some earbuds. They do look pretty familiar. They do look sort of like the new iPhone earbuds as well. I kind of like these versions. I was never a big fan of the ones that you actually have to insert into your ear canal. So that's kind of cool. You have your wall wart, which has fast charging on it as well. It's supposed to charge your phone from 0 to 50, I believe, in less than 30 minutes, and in over 80 minutes, your phone is supposed to be fully charged. I do believe you will need to be using this pretty often because the battery is about a 2500 milliamp battery, so you might have to charge it more than once a day. This is your SIM ejection tool and your standard USB cable. Okay, so let's boot up this phone. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about the new fingerprint scanner. The fingerprint scanner is gone. The old one, the horrible one where you have to swipe down. It works sometimes, it didn't work other times, and most people just disabled it. This new fingerprint scanner works every single time. Just put your finger on it, open, just like that. Never, not even one time, never once did it not work for me. Boom. Once you set it up, it's very easy, it's very smooth, and I found myself being so frustrated with the old fingerprint scanner, just constantly swiping this just out of force of habit, not realizing that all I have to do is put my finger on it, and boom, it's open. They clean up their UI a lot. TouchWiz has been toned down a lot, you know, to get rid of a lot of the lag that customers have been complaining about for years. So a lot of the gimmicky gestures, like, you know, hand gestures and all those things that people never really use, they just played with once or twice, have been disabled. You could go into Samsung's app store and re-download them. They're not gone. You could still get them, but they're not here out the box. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about the edge screen. Okay, so right here on the edge screen you have edge lighting. So basically, if you place your phone flat on a surface, on any surface, a table, whatever, it has any kind of, you know, reflective properties to it, you'll select, I'll show you right here, you have this little edge here that you'll pull out, and you'll select 5 contacts, and each contact will have their own color set to them. So take, for instance, my wife is blue. So if I put my phone down on the table and she calls me, a strip of blue light will illuminate on the edge and reflect down on the table. So I'll know that that's my wife calling me. If I'm in a meeting and I can't take the phone right now, the heart rate sensor will act as a ignore button, and it will ignore the call, which I found to be pretty cool. Let's get into some more edge features. Other than that, you have, that's called People Edge. You have edge lighting. You could select to have missed calls, messages, emails on your notification, as well as the clock and the weather. The night clock, you could set it for a certain time. So you could set it to illuminate always from a certain time and shut off at a certain time. It's supposed to not drain your battery significantly at all, so don't be afraid of that. And then you could select the edge you want if you're right or left-handed. But just to show you how that edge works, you'll swipe your finger up and down on either side, and boom, there you have it. The edge, you could rotate it either way. So you have it. There's my area, the weather, the time, my alarm, and my battery percentage. And, you know, if you swipe to either side or swipe up, there's some more notifications and updates and things like that you could swipe through. So I found that to be pretty cool. Let's look at some other things on the phone. Right out the gate, this is what they give you. It's very toned down. I'm new to Lollipop, so the features of it I still have to play with, because this is my first Lollipop phone. You have your Google subfolder here with all your Google widgets in there. Google applications. You have some Samsung apps with Milk Music and things of that nature. But overall, it's a very nice phone. I'm super excited to be playing with this phone and having this phone in my possession. And I will make a full review of this phone in the next few weeks. So keep it posted here. Please like this video and subscribe. You guys have a good one.